Beats by Dallas, make it hurt. Beats by Dallas, make it hurt. Beats by Dallas, make it hurt. by Dallas, make it hurt. Beats by Dallas, make it hurt. Beats by Dallas, make it hurt.
All the participants by refraining from any negative.
It is a blustery evening in Saratoga Springs as Westlake prepares to take on Pleasant Grove. And Bryce, both these teams need a win badly. Let's get to it. What are our E3 Energy Cube's 3 keys to the game tonight?
The 3 keys to the game for both of these two teams are actually going to be a lot similar for both of them. So we'll just go with both for Westlake and Pleasant Grove. E3 Energy Cube's 3 keys to the game. Don't turn over the football is number 1. Both these teams come into this game turning over the football a lot. Keep possession. Finish drives and get into the end zone. You got to score points. You got to score points. And then on the other side, very obvious, both of these teams have really, really good defenses. They hold other opponents down a little bit. When they meet up with elite talent, it's a little bit tougher for them. But it's going to be a defensive showdown, so get big-time 3rd down and 4th down stops and get off the field, Jordan.
All right, well, it should be a good one. We will take a break. On the other side, we will have kickoff. You're listening to ESPN 960's Game of the Week.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, but we pride ourselves most on the quality.
Lorenzo Gasto will kick it off, and fielding it at the 10 and bobbling it is Pleasant Grove. They'll bring it out to the 15, miss 1 tackle, and be taken down at about the 16-yard line. And that is where this Pleasant Grove offense will start tonight, Bryce.
Absolutely. Excited to see what they can get done on offense. It'll be interesting to see how both of these defenses roll. Some elite defense being played on this football field. Both of these teams coming in at 1-5 on the season. They're going to need the win tonight in region play.
They really do. Each team coming in at 1-5 on the year, 0-1 in region play. So here we go. Working from the shotgun here is as he takes the snap, and he is taken down in the backfield for a loss. So getting to start that, I believe they've played a couple quarterbacks this year. See who that is out there for PG. So that is Schroeder. Back, has the snap, back to pass, looking out to his left. Pass is completed at the 20, up to the 30, and a first down and more. Finally tracked down and forced out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line.
Great job to get that ball out fast before the pressure came, and an even better job by the wide receiver to shake a defender, make a guy miss, and get down that sideline for the first down of the game.
Now, I have number 11 as Schroeder. He's not listed as a quarterback on my roster, but there he is in the pistol. 2 wide receivers stacked to the right. Shotgun snap, give up the middle. He breaks out to the left side and forced out of bounds. Maybe, I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. On the carry, that was Wade Christensen. So it brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 37.
One thing that's really important for this Pleasant Grove offense is make sure you stay out of 3rd and long situations. They struggle when it comes to 3rd and long.
Shotguns, or rather a pistol snap, back to pass, looking left, has a man, but misses him. Throws out of bounds, incomplete, and that brings up a 3rd and long for Pleasant Grove. Pass intended for Drake Stanley. So early on, a 3rd and 10. Pleasant Grove huddles up. Twin right. Ball on the left hash. 2 wide receivers to the left as well. In the pistol with a back behind him. Brings a man motion near side, sends him back out. Shotgun snap, steps up in the pocket. He's going to be taken down for a sack at the 28-yard line. And the defense holds here on the first drive, and Pleasant Grove will be forced to punt it away.
Saleh Fano, the BYU commit, gets in the backfield. A 3-star prospect here in the state of Utah, committed to BYU. A fantastic play on the defensive side of the football, and that's why you can see why he is so rated, so highly rated.
So Mason Anderson to punt it away. Lattimore back to receive. The punt is short. It's going to land at the 45 and take a Pleasant Grove bounce. It's fielded at the 30, and immediately taken down is Finn Maurer. And that's where the Westlake offense will start things. Now, both these teams have struggled to score points this year, each coming off. They were shut out, both of them, last week.
Hey, Thunder fans, we have a minute change your way down to the wall.
Now we might have a little bit of a defensive battle here today with the two offenses struggling throughout the season.
Kyle Pierce in the gun. Now a handoff up the middle. A lot of room and up to a first down.
Ball number 5, 56, Mason.
That is Tapusoa on the carry. Tapusoa, the 5'10", 185-pound junior. So right away, a big run. And Westlake with a fresh set of downs.
And fans, just a reminder over on the ESPN 960 YouTube page that might be joining us there. That clock there, an unofficial clock, but we'll keep it as close as possible.
Ball at their own 41. Gives straight up the middle. Bounces that out to the left. And is wrestled down shy of the 50, but we have a flag in the offensive backfield.
We'll see what it is. This usually is holding. That's exactly what it will be, holding on Westlake. It's going to back them up. That was a good run, and that's something that Westlake's got to avoid here tonight. Stay away from the penalties. Stay away from that situation, because now it's going to back them way up, and they're behind schedule.
Yeah, an offense that has struggled to score points this year. You just can't have it. So a first down and 20.
Yeah, Westlake coming off of two tough losses, 40-0 against Sky Ridge, and then 21-0 against Downey.
A beautiful night, though, here in Saratoga Springs. Shotgun snap. He has trouble with it, bobbles it. Recovers, though, a handoff, and he may get back to the line of scrimmage.
But that was impressive. He bobbled that snap, as you mentioned. The running back just came up and scooped it and took it with him on the way.
Yeah, that was Jackson Lattimore on the carry. So make it 2nd and 20. And Westlake will just try to somehow produce a manageable third down here. 0-0, no score. 8:27 to play in the first quarter. Shotgun snap. Now he rolls left, Still holding now, looking deep, has a man. He is just shy of the 35. That is Britton Johnson, the freshman, on the reception.
Fantastic play. The southpaw with the toss down the bottom far sideline. And a great job to work back towards that football. It's tough to go find that football in midair, work back towards it, and make the catch. Very impressive play all around, both by the quarterback and the wide receiver, and a great composure to make that catch.
So the Thunder have it on the PG 36. Shotgun snap. A read option. Quarterback's going to keep it, though, and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Taken down hard at the 30, about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, and it looks like he actually fumbled that ball out of bounds. One thing you notice about it, when he runs with that football, it's out there, almost Michael Vick style. So he's got to tuck that football away when he's running with it so he doesn't fumble, and make sure that they take care of the rock.
And Bryce, these are two we've seen so far in the first couple of drives, two new quarterbacks. Unless we haven't been told something, these are guys that did not see action, a lot of it this season.
Sometimes guys switch jerseys around, so that could be something there.
Here's the give to Tapusoa. He will be stopped forward progress at about the 35-yard line. Bring up a 3rd and long.
Well, this is where you make your money in these types of games. It's going to be hard-nosed, grind it out. You're going to want to get a first down right here. On the other side, if you're Pleasant Grove, watch for a little bit of an intermediate pass. I think you're going to go a little play action, maybe a rollout, get the quarterback out of the pocket, ready to throw.
We'll see. 3rd and 7. This may be 4-down territory. Shotgun snap, give to the running back. Has some space on the right side. He will work his way up just shy of the 30-yard line. And now it's decision time for Arnold L. and this Westlake offense.
No movement along the sideline just yet. It does look like they are going to go for it.
Going to be about a 4th and we'll call it 4.
One other thing to note here, Jordan, there is quite a bit of wind coming in from the northwest part of the field, so make it a little bit tough from this distance to go for the field goal.
So 4th and they say 6 on the scoreboard. Really a short 6, though. Shotgun snap coming to Pierce. 3 wide receivers stacked to the left. He rolls left. The southpaw running out of room under pressure now. Forced. He throws downfield into coverage. It is caught. Did he stay in bounds? The officials are discussing it. He did. Wow, what a reception.
Amy. Fantastic. Throw it up there, right? The 50-50 ball to your big man across the middle and down to the sideline. A 50-50 ball with that young man is more like a 75 ball up in the air. But let him go and get it.
I mean, that was an absolute prayer. Pierce was running up against the boundary and just had to get rid of it. So 1st and 10, ball at the 12-yard line, and Westlake in the red zone. Now another shotgun snap. We have a wildcat formation now, taking it up the middle, working his way inside to the 5, 4, working his way down to the 1, just shy of the goal line. On the carry, that was Afuvai, Drayson Afuvai, and he showed the power there in the wildcat.
Fantastic play. That opened up like the parting of the Red Sea right there. Just run right through it, follow your blockers, and they almost got it in the end zone. We'll see if they can punch it in here.
So 1st and goal at the 2. It's going to be Afuvai again taking the snap in the shotgun. He's going to take it up the gut again. He is in there. Touchdown, Westlake. And that has got to feel good. That's the first points they've scored in 2 weeks.
That's right. Coming off of 2 blank scoreboards on the first drive, you punch it in, and a great play call. Hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Go with it again. You got 9 the first time. You punch it into the end zone the second time. You're winning in the trenches if you're Westlake right now against this Pleasant Grove defense.
So 6-0 Thunder. On to attempt the extra point is Lorenzo Augusto. The snap is good, hold is good, kick is through the uprights, and it is 7-0 Thunder. An impressive drive that really relied on 2 sensational catches.
A great job. And if we go through the Les Schwab Tires scoring summary, beautiful drive down the field by Westlake. They took over about their own 40-yard line and drove it all the way down, got into the end zone. Just a few plays, a great job. And you see a beautiful shot of the Wasatch Mountain Range on your screen there over on our YouTube stream.
Well, we'll see if Pleasant Grove can answer. You couldn't script a better start, though, if you're Westlake.
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly what you wanted. Get that defensive stop, turn it around on the offensive side, and punch it in.
This is a desperation game for each of these teams. Very winnable for each team. As Westlake kicks it away, the wind's going to hold this one up. It's going to be caught at the 5 and taken out, and stopped out about the 16-yard line is where Pleasant Grove will start things. By the way, just a reminder, Les Schwab Tires, our scoring summary. Check out their 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, free maintenance for life of your tires. Visit your local Les Schwab today or book an appointment online at leschwab.com.
Well, it's important for Pleasant Grove to find an answer on offense right here. You don't want to get too far behind. Same deal with Pleasant Grove in their last couple of games. A 37-0 loss against Lone Peak and 21-7 against Riverton. They've struggled to get it into the end zone.
Trips right. Nathan Schroeder in the shotgun. Gives it to the back. Has a couple of yards. Forced out of bounds on the far sideline. Bring up a 2nd and long. I believe on the carry that was Wade Christensen, the senior. Christiansen, I beg your pardon.
So far, it's been pretty conservative on the offensive side. We did have that first big play down the sideline for Pleasant Grove, but not a lot since then.
2nd and 8 from their own 18. In the pistol, Schroeder brings a man in motion near side. Trips to the left and right. Shotgun snap. Steps up in the pocket. Now shovels a pass. It is caught at about the 22-yard line, so it'll set up a 3rd down and manageable. Lunging and making the grab was Brennan Houghton.
Hey, that's a acrobatic play to have your momentum taking you one way. You realize, hey, it's a shovel pass. He's not going to get it out to me. I got to jump back towards the ball, and still to cradle your arms underneath. That's a great job.
So a big 3rd and 4 for the Vikings. Shotgun snap to Schroeder. Back to pass. Has a man on a little out route. He completes it for a 1st down. On the catch, that is Spencer Hafoka, the junior. So PG moves the chains. Just a little quick hitter. Ball will be placed at the 29. 7-0, Westlake. 4:32 to play in quarter number 1. Both of these teams looking for their 2nd victory of the year. 1st region victory. Shotgun snap. Schroeder, a give to the back. Up the middle. He breaks it to the outside and is taken down after a gain of about 5.
Now Pleasant Grove starting to get into a little bit of a groove. You want to keep this rolling down the tracks if you can. It's where you don't want to set yourself back at all. No penalties, no turnovers, nothing like that.
That was Christiansen again on the carry. Now Schroeder alone in the shotgun. Trips right. 2 men to the left. Shotgun snap, and we're going to have a penalty. And I think that was the wide receiver, Spencer Hafoka, out there. Got the early start.
Well, I think that's the announcer's jinx right there, Jordan.
That'll happen.
Immediately, a false start penalty is going to back it up, take him off schedule.
That's right. Ball inside the 30 at the 27. 2nd down, shotgun snap. Schroeder throws a high ball, but caught and then hit hard was Christiansen again on the reception.
Tamopeu, another big hit. We've seen him do this all season long. Oh, boy, I would not want to meet him in the middle of the field on a crosser or anything like that. He brings the pain every single time.
Great job by Wade Christiansen to hang on to the football. So now ball on the right hash, 2 wide receivers to each side. Schroeder in the gun, back on his right hip. He gives it a little screen, and he's going nowhere, taken down at the 35. That's going to bring up a 4th down, and we'll see if PG sends in the punt. Team they do.
Well, it's unfortunate to see the penalty takes you off schedule. That is exactly why I brought it up. You can't have those types of penalties, Jordan. You just can't have it during a big-time game like this, already down 7-0 here in the first quarter.
So 4th and 5 from the 35. Mason Anderson will punt it away. 2 men back for Westlake. The kick is up, and it's a good one. That got up in the jet streams, in around out to the 25 and take a big PG bounce. Fielding it at the 15, though, and taken down immediately. And now the ball comes loose at the end of the play, and who hopped on it? No signal yet. It's inside the 5. It is Pleasant Grove football.
That's exactly the break you needed. Jordan, I'll be honest, I'm surprised the forward progress wasn't called right there. They were taking him for a ride all the way back inside the 5-yard line.
That was Jackson Lattimore, and I thought the exact same thing. I mean, he was held up for quite a while, and they ripped it out at the very end. So a huge break. Pleasant Grove trailing 7-0, now has it 1st and goal at the 4.
And that will put you right back in a ball game. What a call. I thought for sure forward progress was going to be called. I mean, his forward progress was stopped for 10 full yards.
3 backs in the backfield. Shotgun snap to Schroeder. The give. Now he bounces it out to the outside. Angling for the pylon. Touchdown. Vikings.
And your speedster out on the edge. Get him to the pylon. A great job to get out to the pylon and around the corner for the touchdown.
Wade Christiansen on the carry. And PG is an extra point away from tying this game at 7.
What a turn of events.
Wow. Maximo Olmos will put it through the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Well, it's a quick Les Schwab scoring summary. A fumbled punt, and then a give to Christiansen. An easy score, and we're all tied up.
Yeah, Jordan, we talked about in the E3 Energy Cubes, 3 keys to the game. You got to limit the turnovers. Turnovers have been an issue for Westlake so far this year. And you see it turn around and bite them right there in that situation. That's a great answer from Pleasant Grove. You're, back against the wall. Good job to get that ball out of the ball carrier's arms, get it inside the 5, and it makes for an easy score.
Olmos will kick it away from the 40. It's a line drive kick that's going to land at the 5 and roll into the end zone for a touchback. So this Westlake offense, who took advantage of a couple big plays in their first drive, ended with a touchdown, will start at the 20.
A little bit more of a drive to go on. We'll see if they can go back to that wildcat formation and sustain a drive on the ground. They were winning in the trenches. I wouldn't be surprised to see him keep it on the ground a lot here.
Kyle Pierce in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to each side. Shotgun snap. He gives it straight up the middle. Now bouncing it out to the side for a big gain out to the 30. A flag thrown, though, as he's taken down at about the 32. So this one may be coming back. On the carry was Mason Tapusoa. So we'll have a hold on Westlake, and that'll back them up. Place that ball at the 11, and it'll be 1st and 20. Pleasant Grove 7, Westlake 7. 1:57 to play in the first quarter. Trips left, ball on the right hash. Shotgun snap, give up the middle, and wrestled down immediately in the backfield is Tapu Soa. So not much doing there. Brings up second and long.
It's a good job by Pleasant Grove to get that penetration into the backfield. Got to win the line of scrimmage if you're going to win this football game tonight. So far, it's been a lot of Westlake, but right there, Pleasant Grove fighting back, trying to make a game of it.
So Westlake with the ball at their own 17. Second and 13 to go. Kyle Pierce in the gun. Two wide receivers to his left, one to his right. Low snap, recovers. Screen pass out to the left, caught. Taking it up past the 20 and taken down at the 21 is the receiver. That may have been Jackson Slade on the reception. Brings up a 3rd and 8. Ball at the 22. 3 down linemen for Pleasant Grove. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ball on the right hash. Shotgun snap to Pierce. Back to pass. The lefty looking under pressure. Steps up. Still bounces it out to the right side. Has the first down and then wisely steps out of bounds at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Westlake.
That's important. 1st and 10. Move those chains. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's a great job to get it on the ground. So far, we've seen him do a really good job of getting outside the pocket and making defenders miss.
Clock stops, as you mentioned, 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. They mark it at the 31. Here's a 5'8 junior listed on the roster of the wide receiver and a defensive back getting the start at quarterback tonight. In the shotgun, running back on his right hip. 2 wide receivers split to the left. And we have whistles and a timeout. Westlake will take their first timeout of the half here.
Interesting timeout. I wonder what they saw from Pleasant Grove on the defensive side. It also could have been something on the offensive side they didn't like in the formation. Maybe a little bit of an illegal formation. Maybe somebody was covering up someone that they shouldn't have along the line. So you always got to wonder what's going on there.
Arnold L. will take his first time out of the half. Gives us a chance to remind you that your Friday night game of the week is brought to you by Intermountain Bobcat. From powerful compact tractors and loaders to versatile excavators, Bobcat brings unmatched performance and reliability to get the job done. Visit your Intermountain Bobcat dealership today, located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake. Intermountain Bobcat, helping homeowners and contractors conquer their projects since 1995. So, first down and 10, 20 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. We are tied at 7, Westlake and Pleasant Grove. Pierce in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers split to the left. 1 back in the backfield, a fake handoff. He's going to keep it himself, bounce it out to the left side and go nowhere. Taken down at the 30. And that should end the first quarter. The clock rolls here. So we will take a break and come back with quarter number 2. It is Westlake 7, Pleasant Grove 7. You're listening to ESPN 960 High School Game of the Week.
ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football. Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball. Even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At real life. Use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Listen to
Westlake with the ball at their own 32, second down and 8. We are tied at 7. Shotgun snap, give up the middle. A lot of room up to the 40, breaks back to the 50. Nothing but green grass in front of him. He will take it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Thunder.
What a play to start off the second quarter, Jordan. Fantastic job.
Trayson Zoomphone Thakti on the carry. And it is 13-7 Westlake, PAT pending. The extra point is up. It is good. It is 14-7 Thunder. So, Bryce, so far in this game, the story has been big plays from Westlake.
Yes, it has. Very important score right there. And those explosives are the most important part of these Westlake drives. I mean, you start in your own side of the field, and they've done a great job of getting down the field and getting into the end zone. Something they haven't been great at all season, but it's working for them here tonight.
Yeah, it's a 68-yard touchdown run for Trayson, a junior. He got through that second level, and there was nobody back there. Hey, who said these teams can't score, Bryce?
They've done a fantastic job so far here tonight. I also want to shout out the Westlake band.
Oh, man.
They are sounding in mid-season form. They did a little pregame show out there. Apparently, they're going to stick around after the game.
Augusto kicks it away into the end zone for a touchback. There is a stiff wind blowing from the north, and that one got up into the jet stream, and that one went out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, that's why your camera might be shaking a little bit up here during these wind gusts that are happening. But the Chick-fil-A cow behind the scoreboard still standing. So,
well, thank God.
very important.
1st and 10 from the 20 for Pleasant Grove. 2 wide receivers to each side. Shotgun snap, back to pass. Looking, has a man caught. Did he hang on at the 33? He did. A gain of about 12.
Well, Pleasant Grove has had some luck throwing the football so far tonight. We'd love to see them complete a couple more passes and continue to move it down the field. They've gotten lucky with a punt return that was fumbled and muffed. Other than that, haven't done a ton on the offensive side. Would love to see a sustained drive and an answer.
Now hit Ryder Huntsman there on the reception. Shotgun snap again to Schroeder. Give up the middle. A lot of room on the outside. He will be finally tripped up at about the 45-yard line. We'll see exactly where they spot it, but boy, a lot of speed there.
Yeah, you want to get him out on the outside, see if they can beat the edges of this Westlake defense. A couple of different guys that are elite on the defensive side for Westlake. You just want to stay away from that time. Great job.
So 1st down, they spot it at the Westlake 42-yard line. Schroeder in the gun, brings a man in motion. 3 wide receivers to the left. Now brings that man back in motion and sends him out again. Shotgun snap. Schroeder looking, a little quarterback draw. Going to escape one man, cut back inside, and be tackled just shy of the 1st down marker at about the 34, 33-yard line.
Great job to shimmy around, make a couple of guys miss, and get out close to that first down marker.
Ball spotted at the 33. Brings up a 2nd and 1. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ball on the right hash, Schroeder in the gun. The back on his left hip. Shotgun snap. Trouble with the snap. Schroeder recovers, and it's a broken play. He has nowhere to go, and it's going to be taken down in the backfield.
Yeah, that one hurts. 3 different guys taking you down, driving you back. It looked like his head might have hit the back of his head hit the turf a little bit. Hopefully he's going to be all right. The ref's checking on him, making sure he's good.
So he'll head over to the sideline as Pleasant Grove takes their first timeout of half number 1. Westlake 14, Pleasant Grove 7. Gives us another chance to remind you that after the ball game, we'll name our Defense Drinks Defensive Player of the Game. All Defense Drinks are collagen-based formula. No added sugars, high electrolyte content, no caffeine. Get 20% off your order using code ESPN960 at defensedrinks.com. Well, right now it's been all offense in this one. Going back to the Westlake band, that is the largest high school marching band I've ever seen. I'm impressed.
Yeah, and they marched in here in formation all the way across the field, played the fight song, which sounded incredible. Massive band. They sound great.
Yeah. Homecoming night here at Westlake.
As I mentioned, going to have a concert after the game. So if you're out here at the game listening in on the 960 AM dial, tune in.
Schroeder in the shotgun, back to pass, looking, has some time, throws, and it is incomplete. That was intended for Rocky Wilcox. Couldn't come up with it over there on the far sideline. Bring up a 4th down and 5, and we'll see what Pleasant Grove elects to do here.
That's a great job on the defensive side of the football. Make sure you get your hand in there and just break the receiver's hands. Pull them apart. Make sure you get that football out of there. Great job on the defensive side.
They're going to go 4th and 5. Ball at the Westlake 37. Schroeder in the gun. Brings a man in motion. Back to pass. Looking. Flags fly. That might be a false start. And Pleasant Grove may be forced to punt this one away. But no, I think we're going to get an offsides on Westlake. Let's see what the call is here. Well, offsides, and that's going to give Pleasant Grove a first down. I initially thought it might be a false start because they blew that play dead.
Yeah, if there's contact made, they will blow the play dead. But there, I didn't see who it was on and what the situation was. So goes against Westlake, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, it's a mistake if you're the Westlake defense. So 1st and 10, ball at the 32. Westlake with a 14-7 lead. Schroeder in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers stacked to the left. A little screen. Throws it out there. Caught at the 35. Working his way up inside the 30 is Brennan Houghton. And the Pleasant Grove drive continues to work its way toward the end zone. Ball placed at the 29. 2nd and 7 coming.
Yeah, Houghton coming into this game with the stats that I have in front of me. 1 reception, 22 yards, and a touchdown so far this season. They want to get him back into the end zone.
Schroeder with backs on each side in the pistol. 2 wide receivers to the right. Brings a man in motion near side. It's a little jet sweep gift to him, and he's going to be taken down right away in the backfield for a loss. But they got some good penetration, Westlake did, on that one.
Yeah, that was a high tackle. Surprised that nothing was thrown. No penalties there. A little bit of a high tackle, kind of went back on his ankles. It's never fun when you get tackled that way.
Brings up a 3rd and 7, ball at the 32. I say 3rd and 7, I beg your pardon, 3rd and 10, lost 3 on the play.
And here comes Mo Bamba from the crowd on a 3rd down. Every third down here at Westlake, it's Mo Bamba time.
And the stands begin to shake. Shotgun snap to Schroeder. Empty backfield. He's going to step up in the pocket. Not going to get far, though. Taken down after maybe a gain of 1. So it's going to bring up a 4th and long at the 31 and make it the 32. I think you're kind of in no man's land here, Bryce.
Yeah, you are, especially with the wind that's blowing. I would assume that you want to go for it unless you're really confident in your kicker. Because this wind, and I kid you not, it's howling out of the northwest coming across the field. So it makes sense that they are going to go for it.
4th and 10 from the 32. Schroeder in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to each side. A back to his left, shotgun snap, back to pass, looking, throwing deep down the right sideline. It is broken up. That ball, you talk about the wind, it got knocked down by that gale force wind, and Pleasant Grove turns it over on down.
Yeah, just as we say that, you put that thing up in the jet stream, and you're exactly right. It did get knocked down. That one was a tough one, taken out of bounds. No chance at making the catch. I don't hate the call to go for it, though, because all season long, we've talked about it. Westlake has struggled on the offensive side of the ball, except for a couple of big explosive plays. If you can limit the explosive play, you're going to be still in this game, and hopefully, if you're a Pleasant Grove fan, you see them get the ball back and still have a chance to tie it up in one possession.
So Kyle Pearson, the offense, back out there for the Thunder. Trips to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Shotgun snap. It is a give straight up the middle. Working his way towards the 35 and then taken down just shy of the 35. Couldn't quite see who was on the carry there for Westlake.
He's like a bowling ball, just bouncing around, bouncing off of tackles in the backfield. Stout young kid.
I think that was Mason Tapuosa, the junior, on the carry. So gets 3, 2nd and 7 from the 35. Westlake with leading by a touchdown. 7:13 and rolling to play here in quarter number 2. Pleasant Grove with 3 down linemen. Now a fumbled snap. Pierce gets on it, and he is going to be wrestled down back at the 30. So Pierce just couldn't handle the snap, and that'll set up a 3rd and maybe 11 or 12.
That's something that they've got to stay away from in this situation. Hold on to the ball, protect it, and make sure that you're doing your best to not turn the football over. Can't have a turnover on your own side of the football field. That'll turn this game right around.
Give him the 32. It's a 3rd and 10. 2 wide receivers to each side. Shotgun snap. Pierce back to pass. Looking left. Throws left. It is caught for a 1st down. Just maybe a yard in front of the marker. That was Britton Johnson, the freshman, on the reception. So they place the ball at the 44, and they convert on a 3rd and long.
And they've had some success on 3rd and long. And it's a backbreaker if you're Pleasant Grove on the defensive side of the football. I'll tell you what, Jordan, there's nothing worse than being in the defensive backfield, running around, having a guard for more than 6 or 7 seconds and having a completion on a 3rd and long.
Trips right, give to the running back, bounces it out to the right side off the tackle, but taken down after a gain of maybe 1.
The best thing Westlake can do right now is have their offense lead to defense. What do I mean by that? I mean, if they can grind the clock all the way down and punch this in, take a lot of time off of the clock, they're going to be in a really good position, up 2 scores just before the half. I mean, we're getting under 6 minutes. You take 4 more minutes off it, punch it in the end zone, you're going to be in good shape.
Westlake receives the second half kickoff as well. 2nd and 9 from the 45. Pierce in the gun. Shotgun snap, another give up the middle. Not much doing. Taken down. He maybe gets to the 46. It's going to set up a 3rd and long for the Thunder. Tapasua again on the carry. 5:19 and rolling here in the 2nd quarter. Westlake leading Pleasant Grove 14-7. as the lights take full effect here in Saratoga Springs. Trips left. One wide receiver to the right. Now rolling left is Pierce. Rolling left, plenty of time. Now under pressure, he's going to run and now cut back to his right. Makes a couple men miss, but finally taken down at the 45. And Westlake will have to punt it away.
He is incredibly elusive in the backfield, doing a great job scrambling around. Just ran out of real estate and ran out of blockers.
Tuivai in there to punt it away for Westlake. Can't quite see who is back for Pleasant Grove. He's standing at his own 15, though. Tuivai has it, gives it a good boot up there in the wind. It's going to bounce at the 15 and roll into the end zone. So Pleasant Grove will take it at the 20 with 4 minutes and 8 seconds to play here in half number 1. It is Westlake 14, the Vikings 7.
All right, here's your chance. If you're Pleasant Grove, put together a sustained drive. The only time you've been able to score and punch it in has been off of a fumble recovery you got inside the Westlake 5-yard line. See if you can put together a long, sustained drive and punch it in right before half. Go back to what was working really well for you.
Working out of the pistol, back to pass, looking over the far sideline, and it is caught for a first down over there at the 31-yard line.
Oh, boy, that catch would have been good in the NFL. That's toe tapping 2 feet down on the sideline. Fantastic catch on the sideline.
What a ball from Schroeder. Clock stops. Now to the line. Schroeder, a quick hitter, and the ball is batted down at the line. Incomplete.
Well, one thing I've noticed about Pleasant Grove that Westlake is keying on a little bit is the snap count. Pay attention to the get off on the defensive lineman on the defensive line for Westlake. It's a one clap. You get the ball for Pleasant Grove, and they're keying off of that snap count and getting good push up front, and that led to that batted ball.
Nathan Schroeder in the pistol. Back behind him, 2 wide receivers to each side. Claps his hand, takes the snap. Looking, steps up in the pocket, still looking, gets hit, throws, and dropped over on the far sideline. Ball was intended for Ryder Huntsman. Couldn't haul it in, though.
Yeah, I don't think the clock operator got the memo, though. Clock's rolling.
And no one seems to notice or care.
Unless under 4 minutes they roll the clock here, but I'm not so sure.
So 3:25. Clock is...
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Now the refs are coming in. They're going to have to reset the clock. That's what I'm...
Going to be a 3rd and 10, ball at the Pleasant Grove 31. And the officials are going to talk about it. Well, join us at halftime. We'll take a look at the scores around the state of Utah. As now the officials are going to have to put some time back on this clock here in the second quarter.
This is the hard part, trying to communicate up to the booth when nobody's got a headset on the sideline. There we go, 3:40 on the clock.
So here we go. 3rd down and 10. Let's see if PG decides to throw. They will. Back to pass Schroeder. They bring pressure. Throw it deep into double coverage. It is incomplete. Wow, the receiver nearly hauled it in. That was Houghton out there. Instead, it's an incomplete pass. The clock stops with 3:34 to play in the half, and PG will punt the ball away.
Yeah, and Westlake was, looked like Westlake's coaching staff, rightfully so, yelling on a 3rd down. Hey, you got to stop the clock. Clock's not rolling. We want more time in order to get a drive going.
Peyton Love and Finn Maurer back to receive the punt for Westlake. Here's a snap. The punt is away. Not a great one. That's going to bounce at the 50 and take a Westlake bounce into PG territory where it's finally fielded at about the 48, 47-yard line or so. And that's the wind right there, Bryce. You see him punting right into that stiff breeze.
Yeah, just hit a wall of wind, and it's really tough to punt into this stiff of a wind.
So now Westlake in a good spot. Ball at the PG 47, 3:26 to play in the half. It is the Thunder 14, the Vikings 7. Shotgun snap coming to Pierce. 2 wide receivers to each side. Back to pass. Throws out to his left, a little screen. Caught at the 45, working his way up toward the 43-yard line as the receiver.
Didn't get out of bounds, so the clock will continue to roll. Plenty of time still.
So a second down coming. That ball spotted at the 43-yard line, 2nd and 5. And you mentioned a lot of time. Westlake huddling up here, 2:54 and rolling. Boy, if Westlake can get a score here, it would be big. They receive the second half kickoff as well. In the gun, back to pass. Looking over the middle, lofts one. It is a dangerous pass. The ball's incomplete. So the clock stops, 2:35. And 3rd down and 5 for Pierce and the Thunder.
Looked like he was going for Naya across the middle. 8 receptions, 91 yards. He averages 11.4 yards per reception. His longest is an 18-yard reception. No touchdowns for the young man through the air so far this year.
3rd and 5, trips right, shotgun snap. Pierce back to pass, a screen. It is caught at the 40, has some room, 1st down and more. Down inside the 25-yard line and knocked out of bounds. That will stop the clock. On the reception, that was Zumfumfakadi. Had a touchdown earlier in the game.
Another backbreaker for the Pleasant Grove defense. You get Westlake into a 3rd and long situation. You're feeling good about your opportunity and chances to get off the field, get the ball back, and you give up another big play on the screen pass out of the backfield.
We apologize for any mispronunciations. No pronunciation guides in high school. And now we're going to have a timeout taken by Westlake, their 2nd of the half. 2:28 to play. Ball spotted at the 23.
This would be a big score for Westlake in this situation. 14-7 your score right here in the 2nd quarter as we head into halftime. You mentioned Westlake coming out of the half. They are going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. So if you can put another one up on the board, go into halftime feeling really good about yourselves. You're going to come back out and have the potential to go up 3 scores if you get in the end zone here.
I'm just looking over there at that marching band. I mean, we have props. It's going to be a heck of a halftime show.
I'm excited.
It's behind it. I am.
They're going to do a post-game show, too. They're playing all sorts of songs for homecoming.
Hanging out here for a while. So here we go. 1st down and 10 from the 23. Westlake trying to take a 2-score lead. 2:28 to play in the half. Pierce in the shotgun. Now comes up to the line, steps back in the pistol, I should say. Takes the snap, gives straight up the middle. Spinning and working his way toward the 20 is the ball carrier, where he's wrestled down. And Westlake's going to hurry up. 2nd down from the pistol. Takes the snap, another give up the middle, bouncing it out to the right, and then taking on a wall of PG defenders, and finally being wrestled down is Tapasua. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down as the clock ticks underneath 2 minutes here. And PG or rather Westlake, I beg your pardon, taking their time. Ball at the 17, 3rd and 4.
Plenty of time if you're Westlake on the clock. Let that bad boy roll.
Pierce in the pistol. Here's the snap. Another give up the middle. And being tackled shy of the first down marker at about the 16-yard line is the ball carrier. So that brings up a 4th down and a decision for Arnold L. and this Westlake offense. 1:20 to play. And now Westlake will take their final timeout of the half. And think about it. Well, if you have a somewhat reliable kicker, the wind is gusting at his back. You'd think this is a feasible field goal kicking spot. However, just 4th and 2 with 1:19 to play, it's tempting just to go for it.
Absolutely. You've won in the trenches quite often already tonight. So look, if I'm Westlake, maybe you get a little greedy in this situation instead of taking the points. At the same time, I mean, you got to take the wins into account in a lot of different things in this situation. The wind's at your back, you might get some help.
Well, they're going to send Lorenzo Augusto out there to attempt the field goal.
Here's the other thing. Pleasant Grove has struggled to score, so you might as well try at 3 points because that could make up a big difference at the end of this game.
It'll be a 34-yarder, ball centered. The right-footed kicker, Augusto. Snap down. Kick is up. It's a line drive. It is through. And we have a flag on the play. Augusto went down there. We'll see what the call is.
Well, if they ran into the kicker or roughed the kicker, either way, this is going to be an automatic 1st down if it is on Pleasant Grove for running into the kicker.
And they're going to take the points off the board and take the 1st down here. So it was 17-7, but it's a running into the kicker call. So that's a fresh set of downs for Westlake. So take the field goal off the board. 1st down, 1:16 to play in the half. Ball will be spotted at, let's see where they officially put it down.
That is a big-time penalty on Pleasant Grove.
Wow. So they'll spot it at the 11. That's enormous. Now the Wildcat formation. Shotgun snap. He'll take it up the middle, bounce it to the outside, and taken down at about the 8-yard line after an extra effort by Afuvai.
They're going to hurry it up.
Now they hustle the end of the line, working his way to the 6, maybe the 5-yard line.
Running in by Ray.
That's a perfect situation if you are Westlake. Interesting that they're going so fast. They got to get this 1st down or get it in.
Afuvai again takes the Wildcat snap, and he's going to be stopped at the line. Driven backwards, in fact. 37 seconds. The clock's still rolling. Westlake does not have a timeout. So they're going to have to rush the field goal unit out there unless they decide to go for it here. And it's going to be a 4th and about 2, but they're going to kick the field goal. 17 seconds, down to 14. The right-footed kicker out there, ball on the right hash. It's about a 21-yarder. With 5 seconds on the clock, 4 seconds. Snap is good. Hold down. The kick is up. It is through. And they take the 3 points anyway. And at the half, it is Westlake 17 and Pleasant Grove 7. So we'll keep it here for a moment as the clock expires before we send it to break in our halftime show. But an exciting first half between two teams who have struggled at times this year. And we've seen a lot of big plays, Bryce.
We definitely have. And Westlake has been the beneficiary of a few of those big plays, explosives throughout the first half. It's been really important that they've gotten those explosive plays. On the other side, Pleasant Grove has struggled on the offensive side of the football. And one thing to note, those 7 points put up by Pleasant Grove came off of a muffed punt that they got and recovered within the Westlake 5-yard line. They were able to punch that in. So taking the points right there. I love the idea by Westlake, especially as you get closer with the roughing, the kicker call. Pleasant Grove has struggled so much on the offensive side of the football. Every single point is going to matter in this football game.
And Westlake will receive that second half kickoff, leading 17-7. We will take a break and come back with some out-of-town scores. Once again, it is Westlake 17, Pleasant Grove 7. You're listening to the Game of the Week on ESPN 960.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we've forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by PostNet today in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, or West Valley City to print your next project or ship a package. Find us at postnet.com.
And Niamatalolo, the head coach of the San Jose State Spartans. I want to go back to 2015 where it was widely reported that you were in the running to become the head coach at BYU.
I wasn't looking to go anywhere. I was happy. You know, I'd been in this profession long enough that the grass wasn't always greener. But when the BYU opportunity came, it was different. Just being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it was different. So I knew that I wanted to take a look at it. The people there were awesome. You know, but in the end, you know, it had to work out for both sides. You know, from their side and from my side. Ultimately, it didn't work out, but it worked out for the best. Kalani's doing an awesome job. Kalani's a good friend of mine. And like I said, I'm a spiritual person. I just believe that the Lord has a way of working things out. And it worked out for the best for both of us, you know, for them and at BYU with Kalani and for me and my family.
To find out what was said next, download the Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson podcast anywhere you get your podcasts. ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football, Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Listen.
Welcome back. Jordan Bianucci alongside Bryce Larson. Westlake leads Pleasant Grove at the half, 17-7. We welcome you into our halftime show powered by Americans for Prosperity. And Bryce, look, for two teams that have really struggled this year, that was a highly entertaining first half.
It definitely was. Back and forth. Talked about trying to limit turnovers. There were a few turnovers in the first half. You got to be able to watch that here coming up in the second half. If you're Pleasant Grove, you got to get a stop on the defensive side coming out of halftime. Got to get a stop and get the ball back, get some momentum, some juju going for your offense. Try and punch it into the end zone and make a game of this one. If you're Westlake, of course, you're going to come out and attempt to put it into the end zone. Try to run the football down their throats. Pleasant Grove hasn't been able to stop the run, and they've really struggled when they go to that wildcat formation, except for a couple of plays down here by the 10-yard line.
This is a Westlake team that in the last 2 weeks have lost to Downey 21-0 and Skyridge 40-0. They scored on their first drive. That just getting the monkey off their back right away, and it has to feel good, and it showed. They've been moving the ball.
And I thought that the momentum was going to shift a little bit when the muffed punt down in the 5-yard line happened. You thought, hey, this is a chance for Pleasant Grove to pick it up and get going. But once again, that Westlake defense has stepped up. Fano on the defensive side. A couple of different guys making big-time plays for Westlake has really kept this Pleasant Grove offense slow and really stuck in mud throughout the entire first half.
If you're the Pleasant Grove defense, they're coming with a three-man front, it seems like, a lot. What can they do to slow down this Westlake offense in the second half?
Well, if they're running the football, I think you got to go to more of a 40 front, try and get another guy, a down lineman, put another dude in the box, bring the safeties down, and really force that quarterback to throw the football. Westlake's quarterback has gotten out of the pocket. Pierce has gotten out of the pocket and done a really good job at stretching out that defense, making it so that Pleasant Grove has had to, when they've thrown it, has had to cover for 6, 7, 8 seconds, and it is so tough to do that. Some of those big plays have come off of something similar in that situation. If you're Pleasant Grove, maybe go with the quarterback spy and keep him true, keep him honest, but also bring some more guys into the box and really force him to throw the football, because we've seen some wounded ducks up in the air and a couple of Hail Mary throws, prayers that have been thrown up as well. So that's kind of what you're looking at for.
For both these teams, they started quarterbacks that we were not expecting to see, and it seems to have sparked both offenses, and it should be a good second half. Once again, Westlake leading Pleasant Grove 17-7 on homecoming night. As we take a look at the homecoming candidates at midfield, we will take a break, come back with some out-of-town scores. Once again, you're listening to the ESPN 960 Game of the Week.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we've forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by PostNet today in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, or West Valley City to print your next project or ship a package. Find us at postnet.com.
ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football, Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up.
Welcome back into Westlake High School. I'm Bryce Larson taking you through halftime. Your halftime score, Westlake leads Pleasant Grove 17-7 on homecoming week. The homecoming festivities for halftime happening right now, and you see it over on the ESPN 960 YouTube page. We are live here on 960 AM throughout Utah County, throughout the entire state of Utah, right here on 105.1 HD2, and streaming live over on our ESPN 960 YouTube channel. Want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. Appreciate Intermountain Bobcat for being a title sponsor of ESPN 960's high school sports coverage. Les Schwab Tires, of course, the Les Schwab Tire drive summary throughout the game today. We are powered by Americans for Prosperity. And a big shout out to E3 Energy Cubes, as well as PostNet and Defense Drinks. Stick around for our Defense Drinks Defensive Player of the Game nominee. Let's take a look around the state of Utah. Some of the scores happening at all levels of football. Region 1 scores for you. Davis currently up 7-6 over Fremont. Farmington hosting Layton, and the Phoenix are up 14-7 in that one. Weber hosting Syracuse 24-7 at halftime. The Weber leads there. In Region 2 play, Corner Canyon currently up 28-13 over Riverton at home. Copper Hills hosting Mountain Ridge, but Mountain Ridge leads that one on the road, 28-21. Harriman and Bingham caught up in a defensive battle at the half. It's 6-0 there in Region 2 play. Elsewhere in Region 3 play, of course, here at Westlake High School, a 17-7 ball game. Over across the way, American Fork hosting Lone Peak. It's 14 all at the half, and we'll see how that one turns out later on. Region 4 play. Taylorsville leads Cypress 12-7. Granger currently up 47-0 at Kearns. How about Region 5 play? Bonneville up 6-0 on Northridge. Bountiful on the road at Clearfield. They are winning 28-0. Roy currently leads 20-7 over Woods Cross at home. And then Viewmont, the Vikings, are up on the road at Box Elder. They currently lead 42-6. Region 6 play. Skyline and West all tied up at 7 in downtown Salt Lake City. Olympus currently leads Alta 14-3 on the road. And then you have Brighton on top of East, also in downtown Salt Lake City, 17-10, the score in that one. Elsewhere around Utah County, Maple Mountain currently leads Orem on the road, 14-7. Cedar Valley getting blown out on the road at Timpview, 40-0. And then Springville hosting Wasatch in Springville tonight, 13-0 the score there. Uinta on the road at Salem Hills, they're down 12-7. Timpanogos up 27-10 over Mountain View in Orem. And then you have Payson and Provo going at it in Region 8 play. 27-0, Provo currently leads over Payson. Region 9 scores, and we'll wrap it up here with some games down south in St. George. 14-0, Hurricane leads Snow Canyon. 14-14, Cedar City and Pineview at the half. And Desert Hills leads Dixie 21-0. We'll take another break here. We'll come back on the other side. We should be ready to go for the second half of play. The team's leaving the locker rooms. They're going to clear the field, and we'll have second half action coming up next. You're listening to high school football coverage and the high school football game of the week right here on ESPN 960.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by PostNet today in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, or West Valley City to print your next project or ship a package. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal. And Niamatalolo, the head coach of the San Jose State Spartans. I want to go back to 2015, where it was widely reported that you were in the running to become the head coach at BYU.
I wasn't looking to go anywhere. I was happy. I'd been in this profession long enough that the grass wasn't always greener. But when the BYU opportunity came, it was different. Just being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it was different. So I knew that I wanted to take a look at it. The people there were awesome. But in the end, it had to work out for both sides. From their side and from my side. Ultimately, it didn't work out, but it worked out for the best. Kalani's doing an awesome job. Kalani's a good friend of mine. And like I said, I'm a spiritual person. I just believe that the Lord has a way of working things out. And it worked out for the best for both of us, for them and at BYU with Kalani and for me and my family.
To find out what was said next, download the Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson podcast anywhere you get your podcasts. ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football, Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more?
So welcome back to Westlake High School in Saratoga Springs, where the Thunder lead the Pleasant Grove Vikings 17-7, just a minute or so away from kickoff here in the second half. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show powered by Americans for Prosperity. Another reminder, stick around after the game for our post-game show brought to you by PostNet. Virtual mail scans directly to your phone or computer and lets you decide to forward, recycle, shred, or pick it up at your local PostNet. PostNet at 826 Expressway Lane in Spanish Fork has virtual mail ready for you. Learn more at postnet.com. PostNet, dependable solutions. You can also listen to Valley Sports Talk every day on ESPN 960. Host Bryce Larson, 8 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. You were at PostNet just yesterday doing the show.
Yes, we were. We gave away a lot of cool prizes. If you missed out, next time we do it, make sure you listen into the show. 8 to 10 a.m. every single weekday. We do a lot of giveaways. We talk a lot of BYU football, a lot of Utah football, and local Utah sports. So if you want to hear us talk about Utah high school football, some of the top recruits in the nation, tune on in to Valley Sports Talk every single weekday right here on ESPN 960, 8 to 10 a.m.
Westlake is scheduled to receive the second half kick. They will be heading with the wind, left to right as you hear it on the radio dial. Well, right now, Bryce, this is a huge sequence for Pleasant Grove. They need to stop.
Absolutely they do. If Pleasant Grove can get a big turnover in this situation, they'll be cooking. There's been some shaky returns so far for Westlake.
Kickoff is away, fielded at the 15, brought out to the 20, cut back in at the 25, has some space out near the boundary, taken down at the 33-yard line. That was Finn Maurer on the return, and that's where the Westlake offense will start with it here in the third quarter.
Pretty good return. Get out to that 35-yard line. You're going to put yourself in a good position. Want to see if they come back out in a wildcat formation. We've seen a lot of players take snaps in the backfield for Westlake thus far.
It's going to be their quarterback tonight, Pierce, in the shotgun. Two wide receivers split to the left, ball on the right hash. Shotgun snap, give up the middle, bounce it out to the right side. Forced out of bounds. Lake still churning up past the 40. That was Trayson on the carry. Has a touchdown tonight. Ball placed at the 42. So a 2nd and 2. Westlake to the line. Trips left. The ball on the right hash. Shotgun snap coming to Pierce. He takes it. A give straight up the middle. Bouncing it out to the right again. Up past the 45 to the 46. And wrestled down. That looked like Ashton Taylor on the carry. So good enough for the first down. Oh. First and 10, ball at the 47. Westlake taking their time. 3 wide receivers split to the left. 4 down linemen for Pleasant Grove. Give up the middle again. Cutting it back past the 50 and up to the 46. So a good chunk gain for Tapu Osa again. It's had a nice night. Westlake 17, Pleasant Grove 7. Just underway here in the third quarter. Pierce in the gun. A back on his right hips. Trips left. Another give straight up the middle. He has the 41 and is wrestled down.
Ball going out by Tapusoa.
That is Mason Tapusoa again with the carry.
Yeah, that's a good hard run, Jordan. Got the video back up on the YouTube stream. Slight scare, but we're good to go.
Good for a first down. And Westlake with a good sustained drive here to begin the second half. Now they bunch 3 receivers to the left and bring them all in motion to the right side. Shotgun snap. A little fake. The quarterback's going to keep it himself. Takes it around the corner and has the 34-yard line. Bam, Pierce, he has a lot of speed, Bryce.
Yeah, you get him out on the outside, and he can really get motoring down that sideline. The one thing I want to give a shout out, this Westlake offensive line is dominating so far, just grinding it out, winning in the trenches, and Pleasant Grove's got to step up and get a stop on the ground.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4 from the 39. Pleasant Grove with 4 down linemen. Shotgun snap. Read option. It's a give to the back. He'll bounce it out to the left side. He's near a first down, near the 31-yard line. I think that's going to set up, if they, mark him short, going to set up a 3rd and about 1.
Third point.
And we have yet to see Westlake air it out in this second half, just as you said, Bryce. Their offensive line getting a lot of push up front.
Yeah, you have the lead, and we mentioned it. Your offense is your best defense here tonight. You want to keep grinding out the football. See if we get a Wildcat formation and a run up the middle.
3rd and 1. We do get the Wildcat. The snap, and he drops it, fumbled it on the ground, picked it up, will work his way forward close to a first down, and they have yet to signal first down yet, and now they do. 1st and 10, Westlake. So that was Afuvai again on the carry. We've seen him a lot in that Wildcat tonight. So give him the 30, 1st down and 10 for Westlake. 8:09 to play in the third quarter. They lead 17-7 over Pleasant Grove. Pierce back there in the pistol. Takes the snap. Pleasant Grove brings pressure. Give it up the middle, and stopped after maybe a gain of 1 is the back, and we have a late flag come in the backfield.
And it looks like Westlake is backing it up. But the white cap is pointing towards Pleasant Grove.
An illegal shift. Not sure that is on Pleasant Grove. I don't know what that call was on the defense.
Well, whatever it was a personal foul, not a small penalty.
No, and he didn't give you the conventional personal foul signal because they moved the ball all the way up to the 14-yard line. So a big penalty, not sure what it was. First and 10 at the 14 for Westlake. A man under, rather it's the Wildcat again, and we're going to have whistles and a flag.
This one's going to be a false start on Westlake. Had movement from the tight end on the end of the line.
They wanted Afu Vai to take that Wildcat snap again, but back him up to the 19. We'll see if they remain in that formation. They do. Afu Vai in the Wildcat. Takes the snap, runs it up the gut, cut back inside, down to the 10, down inside near the 5, where he's finally taken down after a big gain.
That's been the bread and butter so far tonight for the Thunder, just running it right up the middle, parting the way, getting defenders moved out of the way, and it's worked really well for him.
They give him the 7. Again in the Wildcat. Afu Vai takes it. Will run to the left side this time, inside the 5, muscling his way toward the goal line. Touchdown, Westlake.
Well, it's just ground and pound the entire way down the field. Took quite a lot of clock off, almost half of the quarter for Westlake as they get all the way down and in the end zone and keep it on the ground the majority of the way.
A dominant drive for the Thunder, 23-7, PAT pending. And that was the drive they needed to really take control of this game. Snap down, kick is up, it is good. And Westlake leads Pleasant Grove 24-7 with 6:58 to play in the third quarter.
And that Westlake Thunder victory song plays in the background. It's a nice fight song, Jordan.
That was a nice fight song, and we'll let it be our soundtrack to our Les Schwab Tires scoring summary. Check out their 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazards protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Visit your local Les Schwab today or book an appointment online at leschwab.com. Well, that was impressive from the Thunder offense.
It was.
And now, if you're Pleasant Grove, you need a scoring drive of your own just to stay in this game.
You absolutely do. You absolutely do. It was impressive from Westlake to come out and just pound the ball down the field. Even when Pleasant Grove came up and brought those safeties up into the box, as I suggested at the half, Westlake was still able to move so many guys and just push the pile down and get a really solid push off of the line and just win at the point of attack. And that's what we've seen so far tonight.
Christiansen and Hansen back to receive the kickoff. It is up and away. It is going to be fielded at the 1. Brought out to the 10, 15 by Hansen. Cuts it back to the 20 where he's wrestled down near the 21. Now, so here comes the PG offense needing to put some points on the board, preferably a touchdown badly.
Got to try and get that long, sustained drive. Keep the Westlake defense out on the field. It's something we haven't seen a lot from Pleasant Grove tonight. You want to wear down the Westlake defense a little bit more. Pleasant Grove's defense has been on the field for a lot of these minutes. Time of possession is skewed quite badly. Give your defense some rest.
Here's the shotgun snap. Pierce gives it up the middle, bounces it out to the outside. That's Christiansen. He gets up past the 25, knocked out of bounds. So given the 25-yard line, And 2nd and 7 upcoming for Pleasant Grove.
I'll tell you what, Jordan, if you've ever played college football 25, this is what it sounds like in between every play. This is a college band that is underneath us right now. They're fantastic. I'm sticking around for the whole postgame show here.
It has been impressive. Shotgun snap. Pierce looking to his left. Will throw it out there. Have a man, and he overthrew him. Intended for Brennan Houghton, and it brings up a big 3rd and 7.
Yeah, he had his guy, just gave it, poor release at the top. That's going to sail it out of bounds. Had his guy right there and just couldn't quite get him to reel it in. Got to put a ball on him. Had a couple steps on a defender.
And the Westlake crowd gets into it on a 3rd and 7 from the 25. PG trying to keep this drive alive, stay in this game. Shotgun snap to Pierce, back to pass, under pressure. Looks over the middle, has his man, but he's going to be tackled shy of the first down. At the 25-yard line. That was on the reception, Dayton Hanson, and Pleasant Grove is going to have to punt it away.
And now, if you are the Vikings, you are in danger of seeing this one get out of hand, having to punt it back to Westlake.
Finn Mauerbach to receive. Good snap. The punt is away. It's a pretty good one. Going to land at the 45 and carry him out of bounds. And that's where Westlake will get it. And you have to think, Bryce, it's just going to be another pound the ground kind of drive after that last touchdown drive we saw.
Absolutely. If I'm Westlake, if I'm this coaching staff, I'm thinking, hey, we have the advantage on the ground tonight. No matter how many guys they put in the box, they've struggled to push our guys around. We're winning at the point of attack. We're lower. We are pushing them around on this football field. We're going to try and run the football ground and pound and continue to take more of the time off the clock.
Kyle Pierce in the gun, trips left, ball on the right hash. Shotgun snap, and he's going to roll to his left. Still rolling, the left-handed quarterback throws, complete, has his receiver near the first down. Couldn't quite see who it was on the reception, but that's going to move the chains. They're going to spot it at the Pleasant Grove 44.
Looked like it was Lennox Naea on the reception. It's been targeted quite a few times tonight.
So there's the announcer's jinx right there, right after I say, they're just going to run the ball here. First down, let's air it out.
Hey, why not? Why not? Especially if you can complete a pass.
1st and 10 from the 44. 3 wide receivers to the right. Back to pass. Pierce has plenty of time. Slings it out. A little swing pass. Caught near the 40. Taken down there was Mason Tapusoa. So another nice gain. Brings up a 2nd down and about 4.
Jordan, did he go out of bounds?
He was very close over there on the far sideline. I assume so because the clock has stopped.
That's what I was asking for because we've had some clock issues tonight. So just making sure if you saw him go out of bounds, he went out of bounds.
It was close. Clock stopped at 5:14. Shotgun snap. Pierce gives it up the middle, straight ahead, and knocked down near the 36-yard line is the ball carrier. Tapasua again on the carry. So 3rd and short here. Call it 2.
And the clock stops again. Now it should be stopped. Now they're rolling. All right. We're going.
All right.
We'll keep you updated on the clock situation.
Under 5 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. 24-7. Pleasant Grove trailing Westlake. 3rd and 2. Pierce in the gun. 2 wide receivers to the right. Claps his hand. Shotgun snap. Gives it to his running back. He is going to work his way near the first down, but I don't think he got it. I think he's going to be short. It's going to bring up a 4th and maybe 1. And we'll see what Westlake decides to do here.
Guy in the first down, got 4th down.
You're across the 50 in this situation. Pleasant Grove hasn't been able to move the ball effectively. Would not be surprised on a 4th and short. You just ground and pound and try and get that first down.
And I think they're going Wildcat. They will with Afuvai taking the snap. 4th and 1 from the Pleasant Grove 35. Here's the snap to Afuvai. Takes it himself up the middle. Has the first down and more. Breaks it inside and ankle tackled at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, Westlake.
That's just pure power right up the middle. Once again, clearing guys out. You get the wash down from the offensive lineman, pushing dudes around. Has a clean gap to run through and gains a solid gain on the ground.
Ball spotted at the 27, 3:39 to play in the third quarter. And Westlake just wearing down this Pleasant Grove front.
It's part of the reason why they came out and threw the football a little bit. They could tell that the Pleasant Grove defense is getting tired.
Pierce in the gun, shotgun snap, back to pass. Plenty of time. Steps up, runs to his right, now back to his left. He breaks one man miss, makes another man miss, and is finally taken down at the 24-yard line after a gain of maybe 4 on the play.
Shifty guy, but once again, running with that football out there for anybody to grab. Tuck it away, young man. Ball security.
So 2nd and 6, not a big guy, just 5 feet, 8 inches tall. It's weight not listed on the roster. 2 wide receivers to each side. Pierce in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Gives it up the middle. After a gain of about maybe 3 or 4, taken down is Trayson Sumpanaki again. Brings up a 3rd down.
They're down.
They give him the 22, so it'll be a 3rd and 4. And Bryce, you mentioned it, just huddling up, taking time, letting that clock bleed down. Play clock under 10. Pierce in the gun. Play clock at 5. 3, 2, takes the snap at 1, and he missed the snap. It pops up in the air, and who got on it? I think Westlake recovered it. It was Mason Tapusoa jumping on it. That's going to bring up a 4th down.
Boy, that snap was like it was shot out of a cannon towards the quarterback, and that's why he had a hard time gathering it.
And they're going to attempt a field goal, and this is going to be about a 42-yarder. That is Augusto, the right-footed kicker out there. He's hit 2 of them tonight. One of them, he got knocked down, so they took the points off the board. Here's the kick is up. It is long enough. It is wide left. He missed it. And Pleasant Grove stands up, and they will take over at their own 24-yard line.
There's that bend, don't break type of defense. You love to see it from Pleasant Grove. And now they get a stop with some favorable field position taken over at the 20.
Well, the wind has died down a little bit. And he nearly, Augusto, hit the field goal, but just couldn't straighten it out. So here comes the Pleasant Grove offense. Nathan Schroeder in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers split out to the left. Takes the snap. Rolls left. Looking, under pressure. Now he's just going to throw it away.
Well, the one unfortunate thing for Pleasant Grove is that those 2 drives, even though both of them didn't end up in points for Westlake, the unfortunate thing is that they took off the majority of the time here in the third quarter. So it's now or never for Pleasant Grove. You've got to start driving down the field. You've got to put something together and put it into the end zone.
They trail Westlake 24-7. 1 minute to play here in the third quarter. Schroeder in the shotgun, trips left. 4 down lineman for Westlake. He brings a man in motion, sends him back out. Takes the snap, back to pass, under pressure, sets up the screen, bobbled and caught. Now taken up to the 25 and taken down. That was Christiansen on the reception. So it sets up a 3rd and manageable. The clock rolling, 46 seconds.
Boy, that recovery on the catch, that was impressive to be able to hold on to it and keep it going. It's Mo Bamba time on 3rd down.
A huge 3rd down for Pleasant Grove, trying to keep this drive alive. 3rd and 6 from the 25, their own 25. Trips right now, ball on the left hash. Shotgun snap coming to Schroeder. He claps his hands, takes the snap, back to pass. Looking over the middle, has his man caught at the 30. He's going to work his way up to the 34. 1st down, Vikings.
That's a great pitch and catch across the middle.
Yeah, that was Spencer Hafoka, the junior, reeling it in.
Really great job to get into that rhythm. You see the clap, he takes the snap, steps back 1 step, gets it out.
So 2 seconds, 1 second. That's going to take us to the end of the quarter number 3. Westlake leads Pleasant Grove 24-7. We'll be back after this. It's your Friday night game of the week on ESPN 960.
ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football. Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it.
Pass incomplete, flag on the play.
On 1st and 10 from their own 34, Schroeder rolled right under pressure, just threw it away, took a hit, but there is a flag in the offensive backfield. Pleasant Grove trailing Westlake 24-7 as we begin the 4th quarter. And it's going to be a personal foul, perhaps maybe a roughing the passer on Westlake, and a huge call. That's 15 yards and a fresh set of downs for PG.
That is an enormous call. Now you can see a little bit of momentum. Maybe this helps Pleasant Grove get it down the field a little bit further, maybe into the end zone.
Ball at the 49. Schroeder in the guns. 3 wide receivers stacked to the left. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Gain of about 3 for the ball carrier. I believe that was Wade Christiansen, the senior. But Pleasant Grove, they got to start hustling here, Bryce. Still a quarter left to play, but trailing by 17. They huddle up.
Yeah, you'd think that there'd be a little bit quicker out of the huddle and get back up to the line a little bit faster. You got to get another stop on defense.
Trips left. Schroeder takes the shotgun snap, swings it out to the left, has his man at the 50. He cuts it up to the 45 and out of bounds near the 1st down marker. Christiansen on the reception. He's going to be short of the 1st down. So a 3rd down and 1 coming.
And the clock's rolling.
Under 11 minutes to play in the game. And again, Pleasant Grove, Schroeder over there on the sideline getting the play call from his coach, and I think we're going to have a timeout on the field.
There's a timeout.
The officials take it. I don't see, and there's an injured Viking over on the far sideline.
Yeah, interesting. It took so long for the clock to stop. Not only that, there was a spill out of bounds. Clock should have stopped it. Anyway. So 10:54 is what the clock officially shows here at the game. And anytime you get a spill into the sideline, it's always dangerous. Got players over there. You just hope the young man's okay.
Yeah. He is on his feet. That is Spencer Hafoka. And coming into this game, Hafoka, he was a fairly significant part of this offense. So if you're a Pleasant Grove fan, hopefully he's all right and can continue to contribute. Ball at the 42-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 for Pleasant Grove. Shotgun snap to Schroeder. Trips to the left. Or excuse me, 2 wide receivers each side. A give up the middle. Falling backwards for the first down inside the 40 is the ball carrier. 1st and 10 PG. The clock will stop while they move the chains. Ball at the 39. And again, Pleasant Grove huddles. They trail by 17 here in the 4th quarter. Now they get to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10. Play clock under 13. Schroeder in the gun. Claps his hands. Takes the snap. Give. It's a reverse. Up to the 40. Has a little room. Cut back inside the 35. Working his way toward the 34. And that is Dayton Hansen who took it inside the 35. Bring up a 2nd down and 5 or so.
Clock continues to roll.
Ball spotted at the 33. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 split out to the right. Ball on the left hash. Shotgun snap to Schroeder. Back to pass. Plenty of time. Rolling left. Looking downfield. He fakes, and it gets batted down his pass. Incomplete. And he just kind of telegraphed it there.
Time, throw bus driver. Report to your button. Pleasant Grove bus driver. Hold them around.
So that brings up a 3rd down and 10. Ball at the 33-yard line of Westlake. I say 10, I beg your pardon. 3rd down and 4. In the pistol. Takes the snap. Give up the middle. 1st down and more. He breaks it. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Pleasant Grove.
Run by Wade Christiansen.
That is Wade Christiansen taking it into the end zone. And with 9:31 to play, it's 24-13. PAT pending.
As a gasher right up the middle. I think that's the first explosive play for Pleasant Grove so far tonight. That's exactly the spark that you needed. You got that long sustained drive. Maybe took off too much time, but great job getting in the end zone. Now we might have an interesting finish.
Here's Carrero to hit the extra point. It's a low kick, but it finds its... No good.
No good.
So he misses the extra point. The score remains at 24-13.
That one just snuck right under. Look, it was a line drive. But a 24-13 ball game. That one's gonna hurt right there. The missed extra point. Instead of a 10-point game, now you're gonna look at an 11-point game. You have to score 2 touchdowns.
And if you're Pleasant Grove right here, after kicking this one away, you need to stop badly.
Yeah, you're gonna. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit of an onside kick here. Maybe a pooch, something to catch him off guard.
From the 40, approaches, and he's going to kick it deep to the left corner. It's going to be fielded at the 2, brought out to the 10, 20, and knocked shy of the 25. On the return was Finn Maurer, and that's where this Westlake offense will get started. Well, Grace, if you're Westlake, you have the tools to go on a long, sustained drive.
Absolutely. Grind it out. Keep it on the ground. Don't come out and throw the football. You've been successful in the last couple of drives throwing the football. But I think Westlake knows, hey, they just put up a score. They showed they can get into the end zone. Maybe your defense is getting tired. Put it on the ground and try and wear him out a little bit more.
Ball at the 24. Shotgun snap to Pierce. Hands it up the middle. And a big run out past the 40 to the 45. That is Mason Tapusoa on the carry, the 5'10", 185-pound junior.
And he's been a bowling ball tonight for the Westlake offense. Bouncing off guys. A little bit of Tyler Algier in him, Jordan. I like the way he runs. Maybe Sione Moa over at BYU. He just bounces off defenders like a big old bowling ball.
Yeah, he's not worried about being elusive.
He is a full contact running back. A real workhorse, bell cow in the backfield.
1st and 10 from the 45 of Westlake. Shotgun snap. Pierce hands it off the middle again, cutting it out to the left side, up to the 50, down inside the 45, near the 40. Guess who?
Westlake, first down.
A nasty stiff arm from Tapu Soa right there to spring himself free for another first down. He is running angry.
He is. Chains move. They spot the ball. Clock rolls. We're at 8.5 to play in the ball game. Ball at the Pleasant Grove 42-yard line. Shotgun snap coming to Pierce. Here it is. Another give up the middle, up to the 40, cut it back to the 30, and he almost broke it. He'll be taken down at the 25. That was Gray Tampunpanakdi again. Wow.
Flag on the play.
But we do have a penalty flag, and it looks like it's going to be on the Thunder.
It is holding on Westlake. So that's going to bring him back. Well, the hold sprung him free, so good call on the refs. Just got outside those shoulder pads a little bit too much, pulled him to the ground. Can't have that in that situation.
So place it at the 50. They roll the clock, 8 minutes to play. 24-13, Westlake with the lead. Looking for their second win of the year, first region win. Shotgun snap, now rolling right is Pierce. Still rolling right, now looking back left under pressure. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and cut it back and somehow get out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So he gets about 4 on the play after running for about 25 yards.
Nice scramble out to the right side of the field. Interesting to get him to scramble out to the right as a left-handed quarterback. He's going to have to flip back around, set his feet, and throw it down the field. Did a good job, though. Got out of bounds, avoided contact, stayed safe.
Ball spotted at the 47. 2nd and 14. Pierce in the shotgun, takes the snap, give it up the middle. So bounce it out to the left side, cut back inside to the 35, down to the 30, still on his feet inside the 25-yard line. Trayson Zumphone Fakti again on the carry.
Well, you can tell Pleasant Grove's defense is definitely worn down from the battle here tonight. Westlake getting the best of them on the offensive side of the football right now. Just really tough to tackle when you're so tired in the fourth quarter and you've been out on the field all game long for what it seems like.
7:20 to play. Ball at the 24. Again, Pierce in the gun. 2 wide receivers to the right. Give it up the middle. No, a little read option. He's going to keep it himself. Pierce down to the 15. Work his way near the 13-yard line. And that should give him a first down. They will move the chains.
Another impressive run, this time on the read option. Decides to instead take it away from the running back, keep it himself, and then he put 2 different defenders on skates with 1 move. Very impressive juke.
Don't forget, fans, stick around after the ballgame for our post-game show. We'll award our Defense Drinks Defensive Player of the Game. Wildcat formation in there. Afuvai ready to take the snap. He does. Take it up the middle. Has a nice little hole. Will be knocked down inside the 10 after maybe a gain of 3 or 4. So brings up second down from the 9. The Thunder can get a first down at the 3-yard line. Clock rolling. Now they get to the line with 18 seconds on the play clock.
And they had a player run off the field as if they had too many on the field, but now he sprints back and gets into position.
Afuvai again in the Wildcat, takes the snap up the middle, working his way to the 5, the scrum pushing him, and now he's finally taken down maybe at the 6-yard line. It's going to set up a third down for Westlake. 5:42 to play. 24-13, Westlake in command over Pleasant Grove. Again, they'll stick with Afuvai and the Wildcat.
Feels like if they punch it in here, that'll be the nail in the coffin.
3rd and 2. Takes the snap. Afuvai runs to his left, cuts back near the goal line, and he is stopped at the 1.
Waiting for a signal.
So it'll be a first down, but he is down at the 1-yard line.
And hey, look, maybe that's best case scenario. If you're Westlake, you can run another 30 seconds off the clock if you want to. Instead, they get to the line fairly quickly. Afuvai again takes it up the middle. We have whistles and a flag, though.
Gonna be a false start.
And maybe worse than the penalty, it stops the clock.
False start. Westlake. 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, you make a good point there, Jordan. An interesting point to be made. You could have ran 40 more seconds off the clock. Instead, you get up and go fast, try and score it. You have a fresh set of downs. But the clock is going to start to roll after the penalty there.
So they backpedal to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. Clocks now will roll. 4:45. Play clock at 10. Wildcat formation. Afuvai in the backfield. Takes the snap. Another run up the middle, working his way inside the 5 and knocked down at the 4. You know, give Pleasant Grove this defense credit. Have not given up here late in this ballgame.
Yeah, they got the stop, forced the missed field goal on the previous possession, and now they're trying to go with the goal line stand late in this game.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Game clock ticks under 4 minutes to play. They'll stick with the Wildcat formation. Afuvai getting a lot of carries in this area. Play clock down to 2. Takes the snap. Runs it up the middle near the goal line. He falls forward. No signal. Touchdown! And that should do it. Westlake scores, and on homecoming night, that's the dagger. 30-13. The Thunder with an impressive drive to seal things.
Once again, just driving down the field, had a great drive, kept it on the ground for the majority of the drive. Able to punch it in, and the party continues.
They have a kid with like Thor's hammer being pulled on the chariot on the track. The PAT is good. 31-13, Westlake leads Pleasant Grove.
We'll try and get you a shot of this over on our ESPN 960 YouTube page. If he gets back in the chariot and
hey, he's the god of thunder, Bryce. He is the god of thunder.
A lot of festivities here for homecoming between Westlake and Pleasant Grove. We got the band playing in a post-game show, so we'll be hanging out here for a little bit longer.
3:41 to play. Pleasant Grove will get the ball back here. So they'll kick it off from the 40. He boots it into the end zone for a touchback. And Westlake will get their second win of the season. They'll go to 1-1 in Region 3 play. And Pleasant Grove still looking for that second win. But they hung tight for most of, or hung tough, I should say, for most of tonight, though.
Yeah, they did. It was a good back and forth contest for the majority of tonight's game. And they were within striking distance. They just couldn't quite materialize on certain drives.
Couldn't finish drives and just couldn't get the needed stops. So back out there, quarterback Schroeder back to pass, connects with his man on a little pattern on the outside. Out to the 30 he goes for what should be a first down, Pleasant Grove, with 3.5 to play.
One other thing we ought to mention here, Jordan. Beckham Featherstone on the defensive side of the football for Westlake, a 6'5", 240 defensive lineman. Homecoming king here tonight.
That's right.
3-star uncommitted recruit here in the state.
Schroeder steps up, flushed out to his left. He'll be pushed out of bounds shy of the 35. He's got a lot going for him, Bryce. Homecoming king, recruited by Colorado State, Wazoo, I saw on that list.
Hawaii, Southern Utah, Utah State also interested. I think the only offer right now he's got is Colorado State at the moment. It's a great offer. Pac-12 country.
That's right. Second and 10 for PG. Ball at the 30. Schroeder takes the snap, back to pass, steps up in the pocket under pressure, and he's going to be whipped down at the 31.
That's a good job to get in the backfield, and we're going to have a penalty on the celebration, Jordan.
I didn't see it. I looked down at my roster.
He got up and did quite the celebration. This one's going to go against Westlake if I was a betting man.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Thor's hammer used as a prop tonight. I'll be totally honest with you. So it's going to be a 15-yarder. 2:46 to play in the game. Where are we next week, Bryce? Do you know off the top of your head? I haven't looked at the...
We will be at Maple Mountain High School as Maple Mountain takes on Springville in a rivalry game.
The two schools, they don't care for each other down there.
Not too much. We've had a couple of rivalry games on the docket this year. Those are some of the best games to call.
First and 10, Schroeder looking deep, throws down the left sideline, incomplete. Intended for Brennan Houghton. So next Friday night, another 7 o'clock kickoff as we inch towards playoff time in high school football coming in early November.
Yeah, and it'll be actually one of the last Friday nights of the regular season. So we got Wednesday and Thursday games after that.
Shotgun snap. Schroeder steps up in the pocket, has his man near the 50. He stays in bounds after a gain of about 5. Going to bring up a 3rd and 5. 2:25 to play in the game. Westlake leading 31-13. Well in hand here in the fourth quarter. Stick around after the game. We'll have our post-game show. Award our Defense Drinks Defensive Player of the Game.
It's been a lot of impressive plays on both sides of this football game, so it's going to be tough to choose.
Clock ticks under 2 minutes, 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, Schroeder back to pass. Looking left, he has a man wide open. Caught it near the 41. He steps out of bounds. First down and 10 for PG. It's a good opportunity here, you would think, for Pleasant Grove to at least practice their 2-minute offense.
They're doing a good job at it, getting out of bounds, stopping that clock, getting the first down.
As we see the red tail lights illuminated here in the distance, the buses begin to roll out. Swing pass out to the left side, caught and then knocked out of bounds. That was Christiansen on the reception, maybe a gain of 4, 1:39 to play.
Once again, Fenway, he should not enter the field. Casino then back the field held the game to make way for the first game. Killed by Westlake Thunderbird. Thank you.
2nd and 7 from the 38. Shotgun snap to Schroeder. Back to pass, good protection, throws over the middle. Caught at the 32, working his way, trying to work his way up to the 30, is Britton. Well, maybe that was Hansen on the reception. And now he is, no, that looks like Britton Johnson. He is slow to pop up. I say Johnson, I beg your pardon. Indeed, Dayton Hansen, and they're going to bring out the athletic trainers to take a look. He goes down to one knee.
Yeah, from my vantage point up here in the booth, looked like he fell on the football. Might have just got the wind knocked out of him. It's always tough when there's a pile and you're at the bottom of that pile. It's never fun.
Can't imagine it's a lot of fun, especially anytime, but especially when you're down 31-13 with a minute left to play. That's the last thing Pleasant Grove wants, is to lose any of their offensive weapons with the game out of hand.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the season goes for these two football teams specifically. Always want to get a good win in region play for Westlake, and on the other side, you've still got an opportunity in Pleasant Grove to get a couple of wins. The nice thing about this era of high school football in Utah, you're going to have an opportunity to play in the playoffs. Maybe shock somebody at some point with the way that they've gone to the RPI seeding system and everything surrounded that way. If you choose to play in the playoffs, maybe you can get a favorable matchup. Maybe not, because you are going to be a little bit lower if you're Pleasant Grove. But you never know. Once you get to playoff football, anything could happen. You could also pull a Corner Canyon.
By the way, Hansen looks to be okay. Trots off under his own power. Yeah, Corner Canyon, they might be a little dangerous this year.
They might be. They might be. Although they have lost a game. Lehigh ended up losing last night to Sky Ridge. That was an interesting game, a 20-16 ball game.
A minute 18 to play in this one. Shotgun snap to Schroeder here. He claps his hands, back to pass. Looking left, throwing deep for the end zone. Has a man, and he just underthrew him. He had Spencer Hafoka behind the defense. Couldn't connect, though. And that brings up a 4th and 2.
Yeah, Hafoka, of course, that one underthrown just a little bit. Hafoka could have helped his quarterback a little bit and boxed out the wide receiver. Tried to slow him down and try and get that catch, but just wasn't in the cards.
So 4th and 2 from the 33. Minute 6 to play. PG trying to extend this ball as the crowd gets into it. And Pleasant Grove's going to take a timeout here and chat about it. By the way, this gives us time. We've had Provo twice this year. Our friend Kurt Chambers, head coach over there. I went down the YouTube rabbit hole the other night. 2007 matchup, Browns Bills in Cleveland in a blizzard, and wasn't even thinking about it. And I looked up, hey, that's number 70. That's Kirk. I bet that's Kirk. It was Provo High's own Kirk Chambers out there. So next time we see him, we got to tell him. Do you remember this game? And it was.
I'm sure he does.
Snowing sideways.
I'm sure he does. Kirk Chambers, a good guy, former NFL guy, obviously. Played at Provo High School, went on to Stanford. Now he's returned back to Provo High to be the head coach. Was the athletic director for a while.
So here we go, 4th and 2. Give up the middle, cutting back to the 30, and with the first down being knocked Just inside the 25 on the carry. That was Wade Christiansen. So now 1st and 10 Pleasant Grove, and the clock rolls. We're under a minute. So Westlake is going to get the win tonight and go to 1-1 in region play. Pleasant Grove just huddling up here, under 40 seconds. Shotgun snap, back to pass, throw out to the right, connected at the 20. He will be taken down inbounds, just shy of the first down marker inside the 15. Now 20 seconds, 19 seconds, and PG will, I think, take another timeout here. Their second of the half.
They're trying to get into the end zone, Jordan. They want to make that score a little bit more respectable. This is a good teaching opportunity if you're a head coach as well. It's in this situation, both for the defense and the offense. You want to teach kids to get out of bounds. 2-minute drill. You're going to need this at some point in the season if you're in another close contest.
Well, the game's out of hand, but they've put together a nice little drive here.
And it goes forward into your next game if you're Pleasant Grove. Maybe it builds a little bit more confidence. Hey, remember what we did? I like what we did. Maybe you're figuring out the play calls that these guys like to run.
Well, you were a player. Is that true? Can you take a positive out of a situation like this into next week?
I think the high IQ players can. I think they realize, hey, this is something positive. You go back and watch the film and you can do it. You're not going to get the attention of everybody in that locker room, but there's a couple guys that it'll affect.
So a 2nd and 1 from the 14. 20 seconds to play. Schroeder in the gun, back to pass. Looking end zone, plenty of time. Lofts one over the middle. It is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. That is Spencer Hafoka on the reception.
Are you going to go for 2 here, Jordan?
Why not?
Maybe get some more work for the PAT unit.
That's the question is who needs more work? Now, Pleasant Grove did miss an extra point earlier. Snap is good, hold good, kick is up, and it sneaks in there. And it is 31-20 Westlake with 14 seconds to play.
All right. Might have an interesting situation on our hands. 14 seconds. You get an onside kick. Maybe you get a couple more yards, toss a Hail Mary, and who knows what could happen.
Well, why not? Just for the practice of it, absolutely I would think would want to onside kick this. And in high school, we should say it's the old time onside kick. It's, no new weird kind of rules that you see in the NFL. We saw an onside kick last week at Timpanogos.
We also saw an NFL onside kick. It was the Cowboys and the Ravens, and the Cowboys recovered the onside kick impressively.
Shocking. So
it's like really tough, actually. It's like 13% of the time.
It's almost impossible. Westlake's going to put one man back. And they're going to kick it from the right hash. So he approaches, and instead he just kicks it deep. It's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback.
Interesting call. Thought for sure we were going to see an onside kick in that situation. They boom it deep, and now you can kneel on it, get out of here.
Well, look, maybe the argument to kick it away is you don't want to risk an injury on an onside kick.
Yeah.
So Westlake will kneel on it and seal this one. Victory formation for the Thunder. Get that kid in the chariot with the hammer. Shotgun snap, they kneel on it, and that will do it. Westlake gets a win on homecoming night, They beat Pleasant Grove 31-20. We will take a break, come back with our PostNet postgame show. It's the game of the week on ESPN 960.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or...
Welcome back, I should say, to Westlake High School, where the Thunder beat Pleasant Grove by a final of 31-20. A competitive game for much of the first half, much into the third quarter, but ultimately that Westlake offense just put together some really nice sustained drives, Bryce.
Absolutely. Kept it on the ground, was able to win in the trenches tonight against this Pleasant Grove defense, and really wore them out into the second half and then just dominated the rest of the way.
Yeah. We have to hand out our defense drinks defensive player of the game, and who are we awarding it to tonight?
We're going to go with Saleh Fano on the defensive side for Westlake, the BYU commit, a 3-star for a reason, had a fantastic game, got in the backfield, disrupted, had a couple of bat downs at the line of scrimmage, had a sack, had a couple of tackles for loss. He did a fantastic job tonight. Congrats, Saleh Fano. Defensive player of the game.
Brought to you by Defense Drinks. It's a collagen-based formula, no added sugars, high electrolyte content, no caffeine. Get 20% off your order of a Defense Drink product using code ESPN960 at defensedrinks.com. Well, it was a fun one. We will be back in action, Maple Mountain, next week. It's going to be an interesting matchup next week. I'm interested to see that score when we log or sign off here. But a lot of fun on a homecoming night. We're going to get out of here because they got a concert ready to go, and we're going to be watching it. So for my partner, Bryce Larson, for our producer back in our downtown Salt Lake City studios, Olivia Benyon, I am Jordan Bianucci saying good night from Saratoga Springs, where Westlake beats the Pleasant Grove 31-20.